Okay, so I'm going to start working with problem 5. And the first thing that I noticed when I was working with that problem is that if I kept my table set at 1, then the values that I had, none of them represented a 0. However, I decided to change it to negative 0.5, 2.5, haha. I decided to change it to 0.5, and then I noticed that negative 0.5 was a 0. Since negative 0.5 is a 0, that's the one that I'm going to use for my synthetic division. I already have set up my numbers. I noticed that I am not missing any values, so I can just start right away with the synthetic division with negative 0.5 as I found on the calculator. So lower the 6, negative 0.5 times 6, it's negative 3. 13 minus 3, 10. Negative 0.5 times 10, negative 5. So negative 72. Negative 0.5 times negative 72, 36 positive. That gives me negative 120 times negative 0.5, positive 60. Now, this is a new polynomial that I noticed that I can easily factor. Bueno, I believe I could factor it by using grouping. Let's see. Now I have this new polynomial, 6x3 plus 10x squared minus 72x minus 120, and that must equal 0. I notice that all of these guys are divisible by 2, so I'm going to take the GCF out. So I have 3x cubed plus 5x squared minus 36x minus 60 equals 0. The first two values, 3x cubed and 5x squared, have the x squared in common, and that will give me 3x plus 5. The second two values, negative 36 and negative 60, have the negative 12 in common, leaving again with 3x plus 5. Now, I don't want to forget about that too. I can make my two parentheses, x squared minus 12, because it's the two leftovers, and 3x plus 5 with the 2 outside. Since this equals 0, that means that each of the parentheses must also equal 0. So x squared minus 12 equals 0. So x squared equals 12. And x equals plus minus 12. Or x equals plus minus 2 square root of 3. For the second parenthesis, 3x plus 5 equals 0. X equals negative 5 over 3. Since I already had the x equals negative 0.5, that means that I have my 4 zeros, and the 4 zeros are x equals negative 2 square root of 3, negative 5 over 3, negative 0.5 that I'm going to write as negative 1/2, and 2 square root 3, which is perfect for our situation because our degree was 4, which means that I needed 1, 2, 3, 4 solutions.